Here's another great video discovered and brought to you by Quantum International. For your free report on the 7 biggest mistakes to avoid when investing in property, visit www.tips4propertyinvestment.com. Thanks and enjoy the video.
I guess what I want to share with you today is that I looked at, found people that were successful in an area that I wanted to produce a result. For instance, many years ago I knew nothing about real estate and investing in property. So what I did, and if you're looking for the shortcut, is I went and found people that were producing the results that I wanted. Does that make sense? And then I took their distinctions, learnt from them, how they went about doing it, and then, started to model that, add that to my life. Now, it doesn't mean I had to be as successful as them, but if a little bit rubbed off, it would improve my results. Who's following what I'm saying here? Okay? Because you might say, look at someone like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, the second richest man in the world. Would he be a good model as far as around investing, yes or no? That's just yes. But so you say, well, if we go and model Warren Buffett, does that mean we're all going to become worth $30 billion? The answer is obviously not likely. But what if just a few of the distinctions rubbed off, could it improve our game, yes or no? It's obvious, it's common sense. So what we're going to look at, and that's one of, if you are impatient, you want to get there fast, the only way that I know that is a shortcut is find people who already produce the result, and you can learn off them. Otherwise, it can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of trial and error. Trial and error and learning from your own mistakes, which is still valuable, can take a lot longer. Make sense? So we'll also look at that. Now, the other thing is that I respect there's people in this room here today that are already successful investors. Is it true? Some of you are already doing well. You might own numerous properties. You might do well in the share market or business, etc. So today for you it's more like just a top up, or if you're looking for those little distinctions. Because people that have become successful, they realise it's just the little distinctions that can make a big difference. And I know for me, the more you learn, the more you earn. Does that make sense? So for many people, the more you learn, your chance you only leave here today with just one idea. If that's all you leave here with, just one idea, it can be worth a lot of money to you over your future. Does it make sense? Others of you in the room are perhaps just starting out. Is that true? You maybe haven't started investing yet, or only just started, and you really want to learn more about different strategies that are available out there. And so what we'll do also today, I'll go through 8 steps to get started to becoming a millionaire. Does it make sense? Who would like that, to learn? Yeah, so we'll go through that. So different ways, because one of the biggest frustrations for many people is like they get all excited about strategies that you can do, but it's like, well, I just don't have the money to invest, so I don't know how to get the... So if we can look at some ways to come up with the money, then what it can do, it can accelerate what we're doing. Make sense? So we're going to look at some of those things. So also, if we have time today, and depending how committed you are, okay, if you're really committed and really want to make things happen faster than what most people would do, remind me and I will teach a strategy of how I make over $1 million a year from one of my hobbies in my spare time. Raise your hand if you'd like to make $1 million a year from one of your hobbies in your spare time. Okay. So if you're really, really committed today and enthusiastic, and remind me and I'll cover that before we finish today. Does that make sense? The other thing I'll look at is a strategy. Who would like to make some tax-free money? I'd like to make some tax-free money. Okay. Of course, legally. Okay. In this country, it's important to do it legally, otherwise I'll send you to jail. Okay? So we're going to look at some ways that you can do that. Give you an example of how to make, say, $35,000 a year tax-free from a property investment strategy.